the deep dark blue. I'm in the deep dark blue. Dark blue.
Welcome, race fans, to the most iconic track in all of motorsports. We're at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, a brand new venue to the YCS Cup Series. We're ready to jump right in. No ones to watch today because we've never been here before. But I'd keep my eye on the front two. That's Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott starting on row number 1. They had their run-ins at Martinsville. We'll see how they play today. Behind them, it's Truex Jr. and Kyle Larson. Row 3, Joey Logano and Kyle Busch. Ryan Newman and Jimmy Johnson, row 4. And then Carl Edwards and Matt Kenseth, a couple of Joe Gibbs Toyotas in row 5. Kevin Harvick, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., row 6, Brad Keselowski and Kurt Busch, row 7, Jamie McMurray and Casey Kane, row 8, Clint Bowyer, Tony Stewart, row 9, and behind them, it's Chris Buescher and Austin Dillon in row 10. Row 11, Eric Almirola, Paul Menard. Row 12 is Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Danica Patrick, Trevor Bayne and Ty Dillon in row 13, and behind them, it's Brian Scott and Ryan Blaney, then Greg Biffle and Landon Castle in row 15. AJ Allmendinger and David Reagan, row 16, and Michael McDowell, Regan Smith, row 17, Matt DiBenedetto and Justin Allgaier, row 18, and Casey Mears and Jeffrey Earnhardt, row 19. Denny Hamlin leads us to the green flag. We're racing at the Brickyard. Chase Elliott falling back on that outside lane as the field flies down the back straightaway. Joey Logano looking at 3 wide. Truex is going to block him heading into turn 3. And Kyle Larson fighting on his outside. That's for third as Denny Hamlin will lead this first lap. We'll see who can prevail here through turn 1. Kyle Larson loose on the outside. He's going to lose all his momentum. Here comes Joey Logano on the attack as Larson slips back. Will Larson be able to hang on the outside? Looks like he'll make it stick, and he's going to cross over the 22. Kyle Larson to the inside of Joey Logano. As we complete lap 2, here comes Ryan Newman. Newman and Larson are both cut line drivers. They need a good race today to try and jump into the playoffs. Both are on the outside looking in as Logano gets by now. Newman trying the outside of Kyle Larson. Here they go through 3. Larson loose, and he's going to go around. He's going to take Ryan Newman with him. Both are going to wreck. Caution's out, lap 3. And as soon as I say these cut line drivers need a good race, they're both out of it. A tough ending for the 31 and the 42. We knew Kyle Larson was loose. And with all that side force from the 31 cut off from the 42. And already a loose car, yeah. Just going to snap around on him. Couldn't hang on. He hits the outside wall. Newman gets tagged and hits the inside wall. Great job everyone else to get around these two. But tough for these two cut line drivers. They are going to be in a hole, and we only have 2 more races after this one before the playoffs begin. So we'll see if they can climb out of it, but tough way to end their race today. Both running well inside the top 10. This was the battle for 5th place. And there goes the 42. Just couldn't hang on to it. Look at Kyle Busch snake through both the spinning cars. Before the race started, Ryan Newman was minus 11 points to Kurt Busch. Newman was 17th, and Kyle Larson 18th. He was minus 12. So that's really going to hurt them. But it's Denny Hamlin who takes us back to green. We're racing again at the Brickyard. This time Chase Elliott able to hang tough on the outside lane. No, he's going to be loose there on the exit. He saves it, and he's going to side draft the 11 down the back straightaway, heading into turn 3. Hamlin going to clear, but here comes a crossover from the 24. Chase Elliott to the inside. He's going to lead lap number 4. Elliott with the advantage heading into turn 1. There's contact. Hamlin loose, and he'll save that car. But Elliott washed him up the track. Now Hamlin falls to 2nd place. He's got a big run on the 24. Elliott tries to block, but here comes Hamlin to the inside. A lot of contact. Truex loose, so's the 24. Hamlin back to the point here at the Brickyard. This is going to be a dogfight all the way to the end if they even make it to the end. What will Elliott do to get back at the 11? Nothing through turn 1. Here he comes, closing in on the exit of turn 2. Now, can he get a run down the straightaway? Looks like he's going to hold serve here just off the bumper of the 11 as they head through turn 3. What will the 24 do? He's going to shove Denny Hamlin out of the way. Chase Elliott back to the inside and will lead another lap. He's going to clear the 11, but he's not going to get away. The draft keeps the 11 right on the bumper. He's going to shove Chase Elliott out of the way. Hamlin back to the lead as they snake down the back straightaway. Hamlin trying to break the draft, but Elliott still right there on his bumper. Will he move him again? He's going to wait as they come to 3 to go here at Indianapolis. I gotta believe there's going to be more contact between these two. Here comes Elliott. He's looking to the inside. And they'll battle for the lead once again. Here they go down the back straightaway. This time no contact between these two. Let's see what happens through 3. Hamlin with the advantage, but here comes Elliott rolling back to him as they head down the front straightaway. Coming to 2 to go. Neck and neck. Elliott with the nose up front. Hamlin trying to take him on the outside lane. Here they go through turn 2. Still side by side. There's contact. Hamlin to the wall. Elliott spins. He's going to crash. Caution's out. And Chase Elliott is done. An intense battle between Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott comes to an end as they make contact exiting turn 2. Chase Elliott looks like he got loose a little bit, uses everything up on the 11, and he spins, hits the inside wall. Denny Hamlin with a tire rub on the outside, and that'll bring out the caution. Hamlin's team is going to leave him on the racetrack with that tire rub, but he'll restart second as Jimmy Johnson was able to sneak by and take the lead before the moment of caution. And we'll have 1 lap to go. And if the caution comes out, we will do another restart, which will put us into overtime. And the leader will restart from the inside. That's Jimmy Johnson. Denny Hamlin with the tire rub will be on the outside. Here we go. White flag is in the air, and there's the tire rub. And everyone's making a move. They're going to be 3 wide, 4 wide through turn 1. Now the battle's on between Carl Edwards and Jimmy Johnson down the back straightaway. Big push from Truex to the 48. Johnson with the advantage. Here comes Carl Edwards. No, he's loose. He slips back. One more attempt through turn 4. Johnson with the run on the outside. To the line. Jimmy Johnson wins at the Brickyard. That caution changed everything. It was all a battle between Hamlin and Elliott throughout the whole race until right here. Hamlin with the tire rub. He slips back. And it was Johnson and Edwards who managed to get through. There was Truex. He gave a push to the 48. That gave him the advantage. Heading into turn 3, Edwards gets loose right here. He managed to keep it off the 48. One more try through 4, but Johnson with the advantage and the run. He'll take the win here at Indianapolis. Congratulations to the 48, his 3rd win of the season. With that, Jimmy Johnson ties the record for most wins in a season in this series. A record he set last season with 3. He's got 3 now. Carl Edwards, another close finish for him. He had one at Dover and then Daytona as well. And then Denny Hamlin, who had that tire rub, he managed to hang on to a top 10. There he finished 10th. Ryan Blaney's our big mover of the race. He started in the 28th spot. He moves up 10 positions to 18th place. So congrats to him. Looking back here, AJ Allmendinger, who finished 29th, not a good run for him. He was 21 points above the cut line before this race started. We will take a look at the playoff standings in just a moment after we see the remainder of the finishing results, which has our 3 wrecked cars. Kyle Larson and Ryan Newman, they were in desperate need of a good finish. Not going to get it today. They'll have 2 more races before the playoffs begin. Ryan Newman did win at Darlington a season ago to clinch a playoff spot, the last race of the regular season. We'll see if he can do it again. But here it is, the playoff standings. Jimmy Johnson with 15 playoff points, 5 playoff points per win. There's their points there, 10 different winners. And AJ Allmendinger plus 8 with his 29th place finish. Eric Almirola is minus 8, and there you see Newman and Larson 28 points and 29 points back for both of them. But here's the regular season standings. Carl Edwards, 28 points above Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch has been pretty consistent. He's managed to keep up with the 19. The rest pretty far back. But these are worth playoff points. 1st to 10th will all get playoff points. We'll see if Clint Boyer can hang on to that 10th place spot. That'll be 1 playoff point, 15 playoff points for the regular season champion. And that's it from Indy. Next week, 1 week from today, Watkins Glen, a road course, so Allmendinger should get some good points, if not a win. After that, it's Darlington, and then the playoffs begin, Dover and Charlotte. But that's it from the Brickyard. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you at the Glen.